Welcome to the next episode of Next Level Golf. Today we're going to be playing a par 5, the second hole at Brighton Country Club. Now this hole is quite a difficult hole to analyze because you've got a few different options. For the longer hitters you can get there into, you can hit driver and be a little bit more aggressive. But for the shorter hitter, you often think, well, I can't get there into, we've got a layup anyway. So this is where a real good hole analysis comes into play. You don't necessarily always need to hit driver in order to force a layup, because often driver will leave you in a position where you won't be able to lay up as effective as you should be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit driver here, but while we go through the hole, I will show you and explain to you what the best way to lay up is. Because most of the time, if you can't get there in 2, or at least with a 4-iron or less, there's no real point in hitting driver. So what we're going to do is let's go out, play the hole, see what we can do, and I'll show you some tips how you can improve your game on this specific hole.
When analyzing a par 5, you need to go about it in 2 ways. Am I going for the green in 2, or am I playing this as a 3-shotter? If you want to play it as a 3-shotter, you need to play it as a 3-shotter. Tee shot needs to be in play, giving you the best chance to hit your layup to the exact number. And remember, being closer doesn't always mean better. The widest part of the fairway is just short of the fairway bunker, which is 232 meters away. This doesn't bring any trouble in. If you want to lay up to 100 meters, you'll have 152 meters shot. Now you know your distances, you need to match your club to those distances. You need to check the wind direction, what is the temperature, and how soft are the fairways. I have hit driver as I'm able to cover the right corner. If I hit a bad tee shot, I should still have the distance to be able to recover easily enough. And if I have a shot, I will have a much shorter iron, giving me more options to go for the flag or at least get it around the green. So when plotting your way around a par 5, you need to be clinical in how you analyze the hole. You need to play every shot for how it should be played. And if you plot your way around a par 5 correctly, the worst score you should bring in is par, and you always give yourself a great chance for birdie. Now this isn't the most aggressive play, but this play ensures that you don't make a big number on the hole and you always walk off with a relatively good number. This will shave a lot of shots off your handicap and always help you shoot better scores.
Okay, so I've hit a pretty good drive here. It's down the right side of the rough, and fortunately the wind was behind, so I was able to carry a lot of the trees. So this approach shot here, I've got 182 meters to the flag, but where I've got to look for is my miss. My miss here is short of the green, there's a bunker, and past the green runs off over the back. So ideally I want to cover the front bunker, and I want it to release to the flag. If it doesn't release to the flag, I still want to be on the putting surface. So the wind is slightly down off the right. The flag is middle towards the back of the green, and there's a bunker short. So I want to make sure at all costs I fly over the front bunker, and at least that will set me up for a good birdie opportunity. My light's sitting a little bit in the rough. I do have a tree that I've got to cover, which is not really in the way, but I've still got to think about it. And the grain of the grass is down grain, so the ball is going to fly a little bit higher and further. But saying that, I do expect a little bit of a jumper out of the rough. So I'm going to hit 8-iron and give us a good look at eagle. Okay, so the analysis was spot on. We managed to cover the front bunker and we hit it to about 25 feet. Uphill and a good chance at eagle. So let's see if we can make it. So that was a relatively straightforward birdie. We hit a good tee shot, even though it was in the rough, it gave us a good angle to the green. We analyzed the approach shot correctly. We needed to cover that front bunker without going long. We hit an 8-iron to 25 feet and we rolled it up to a foot or so, and we were able to tap in for birdie. You're not always going to roll in those 25 footers. but the key is to have a tap. So overall, we played the hole well. So join us next time for the next episode of Next Level Golf, where we go play other golf courses, and I'll teach you how to analyze holes correctly, how to play them correctly, and hopefully lower your scores. See you for now.